And we're Android Authority here, taking a first look at the Galaxy Note 2 versus Oppo Find 5. Now, the Galaxy Note 2 is the device I'm currently rocking, but I actually think that I might switch it up. I have a craving for high resolution, something that the Galaxy Note 2, despite having a beautiful AMOLED HD display, simply doesn't match. Although it does feature a 5.5-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 720 and not of the Pentel Matrix variety, it simply doesn't hold a candle to the resolution of 1920 by 1080 on a 5-inch form factor. This results in a pixel density for the Oppo Find 5 of 441, and although I love 5.5 inches for looking at websites and browsing media, I simply am not able to use the Galaxy Note 2 in one hand, which sometimes makes it a little frustrating when I'm on the move. And for all you AMOLED lovers out there, just check out the brilliance and clarity and color richness of the Oppo Find 5's 1080p display. In the benchmark department, the Oppo Find 5 also beats the Galaxy Note 2, even with the 1080p display and before software optimization. It's that good old S4 Pro quad-core 1.5 GHz. While the Oppo Find 5 is slightly thicker, it only has a 2500 mAh battery versus the Galaxy Note's 3100 mAh. Now, the Oppo Find 5 is slightly thicker than the Note 2, but due to the fact that it has a slightly, maybe about 14 to 15% less width than the Galaxy Note 2, again, it does have that one-hand usability, which makes it really nice for people that are constantly busy or on the move and need to use the device one-handed. Really, the thickness is not a deal breaker, guys. We're talking about maybe 0.05 of a millimeter. It's hardly noticeable. Now, the styling obviously is a little bit of a curved rear, a matte plastic backing. Nice for fingerprints. And if you have greasy fingers like me, it's not going to absorb them. The Galaxy Note 2, on the other hand, is a fingerprint magnet, and I find myself constantly wiping it down on my sleeve. Other than that, the fact that the Oppo Find 5 has a 13 megapixel camera is really nice. I like the camera on the Galaxy Note 2, it takes great pictures, but 13 megapixels is just that much more. And sure, it is slightly thicker, the Oppo Find 5 that is, but check out this picture. Though the thickness more than makes up for it, the brilliance and richness and clarity of this display is stunning, and even though I love AMOLED displays, I was really taken aback by the clarity of the Oppo Find 5's 5-inch 1080p display. And due to the fact that it has a less wide profile, I found that one-handed operation was a lot easier to attain. Additionally, the hardware acceleration of HDR, 120 frames of slow motion, and the 13 megapixel count make it a really attractive candidate for would-be photographers on the move. Now, the Galaxy Note 2 is a phablet, make no mistake. 5.5 inches is a lot of phone. I found the Oppo Find 5 very similar in styling to the Xperia series from Sony, with its matte back blacking, making it really fingerprint resistant. And, the displays actually are really similar in terms of height. The width is what's different. I'm sure that watching 1080p videos on this is going to be a real joy. Oppo really used some high quality materials for the plastic. It really feels nice in the hand, and it really reminds me of Sony, as I've said. Now, phablet versus smartphone. Is 5-inch really a phablet, or can it be characterized as a smartphone? I think that what characterizes a device as a phablet is the fact that it most likely cannot be used by one-handed operation unless you are a giant. And with the Oppo Find 5, I found that I was able to actually use it primarily one-handed. Something I've been missing with the Galaxy Note 2. Other than that, both devices fly. I mean, we're talking about some of the latest generation technology in both. So really, you're not going to notice the difference. And as you saw in the benchmarks before, they're very comparable. So this about sums up our initial comparison of the Galaxy Note 2 versus the Oppo Find 5. If you're looking for a large device with a beautiful screen, great optics, and excellent battery life and performance, the Galaxy Note 2 is the way to go. But if you crave speed and you crave high resolution like a lot of people do, then the Oppo Find 5 introduces a whole new price point for a display of this caliber and a device of this caliber. The benchmarks at 1080p are better than the Note 2, the display rocks and has rich, robust colors and clarity, and it is actually usable with one hand. So, for this particular round, and due to the fact that I missed one hand, I'll hand it to Oppo. Don't forget to check out our other videos, subscribe, and let us know what you think of the Oppo Find 5 versus the Galaxy Note 2. Thanks, guys.